Hello and welcome to a little bonus vlog. I have absolutely no idea when this is going up. As I'm speaking to you right now, it is Tuesday the 19th of January and it's very exciting today. Me and Becky are going to view 3 apartments or flats. Some are flats, some are apartments. Yeah, so as you know, me and Becky have always lived at home with parents, and you know, I've just turned 26 2 weeks ago. Becky's going to turn 26 in 2.5 months, and we have never ever experienced moving out. Becky has kind of semi-experienced moving out of her family home to come and live here, but she's still living in my family home with my parents, so it's kind of not really any different. Yeah, but neither of us went to uni, so we never moved out like when we would have been at uni sort of thing. We've always lived at home with parents. So this is all completely new to us, but we made it our New Year's resolution that this year we would move out, whether that be rented or buying a house. And obviously we'd absolutely love to buy a house, and that will still be in the pipeline at some point in the future. But for now, we need to move out. We need to start living our life, not living in a childhood bedroom with an overcrowded bedroom that's overflowing with items because we can't physically fit our whole life in one room. And yeah, so this has started much earlier on in 2021 than I thought it would do, back at even just Christmas. But you know what, I'm glad. Are you glad, Becky? Yes. So anyway, so a couple of weeks ago we was looking into like the Help to Buy scheme and stuff, and don't get me wrong, we are nowhere near like having the kind of money for a deposit yet, but we know that if we put our minds to it, we really can save for a deposit. And we were toying with whether we stay at home until, you know, we have enough money to buy a house and stuff, but then we were like, but that it could take years and we could still be living in this tiny room when we're 30, and it's just not ideal. And I know renting is kind of a bit of wasted money, but if we find the right place that's the right price, then hopefully we should be able to rent and put money away at the same time to eventually buy a house one day. So anyway, I'm going to stop waffling. We've got 3 viewings booked in today. There was supposed to be 4, but the first one's cancelled on us because the lady who was supposed to be showing us around has called in sick or something. So that's been rescheduled to Thursday, the first one. So we've got 3 today, and we've got 2 on Thursday, haven't we? Tuesday today. However, 2 of them today, the second one that we're viewing today and the third one that we're viewing today, we are super keen on. And I don't know if it's like this in other parts of the UK, but the area that we live in, places like rented places seem to just get snapped up rapid, so quick. Like, I'm not even joking, we found this really nice apartment that we absolutely loved. It got put on Zoopla 3 days ago. I think at the time it had only been on for 48 hours, hadn't it? Yeah. It was Sunday night that we saw it. Becky rang the estate agents first thing Monday morning, literally as they opened the phone line sort of thing, and it was already gone. It had been on for 48 hours. So we're kind of like, the minute we see one, because we know how much we can afford, we've worked all that out and stuff, the minute we go and view one that is available still and we like it, we need to kind of just grab it. So yeah,
we're in a position to do that.
Yeah, and we are in a position to do that. I don't have a deposit, but Becky has a deposit, don't you? Yeah. So yeah, we can afford to put a deposit down somewhere today, tomorrow, next week, whenever that may be. Becky has the deposit money ready, which is great, and very kind of you that you're not
moving out.
Yeah, very kind of you that you've just said, you know, you'll put the deposit down and you won't wait for me to get my share. I will obviously save up my share of the deposit and give Becky you know, it'll all get sorted out.
Things with deposits though, you get
Yes.
that, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, knowing us, we won't.
So, yeah, so it's 10 to 10, and our first one was supposed to be at 10, but obviously that's been moved to Thursday, so our first one is now at 11:15. So we're meeting this guy called Gary, at a ground floor flat, which is literally round the corner from my house, where, like, as in where we are right now. It's round the corner from here, at 9:45, and then we're moving on with Gary to another place, because they've found another place with the same estate agents straight from that one, which is we're quite keen on that one, which is still in the town that we currently live in, just a few more roads away. And then this afternoon, what time is this afternoon?
1:15.
1:15. We are going to a different town to look at one, which we're also quite keen on.
Yeah.
So it's not the town that we currently live in, where I live with my mum and dad, or where we live with my mum and dad. But it's the town that's in between my parents' house and Becky's parents' house, so it's literally smack bang in between. So yeah, so they're all ideal locations,
and they're all close for us to get to work.
Yeah, they're all ideal for getting to work and stuff, because my work is obviously Becky's work's around the corner from here, my work is near to Becky's dad's house, so we'd be halfway if we ended up in the last one that we're in today. If we end up in one of the first two, we're in pretty much the same situation for work that we're in now. Then the ones that we're viewing on Thursday, the one that's been moved to Thursday is still in this area, and then the second one is in the town that Becky's dad lives in. So yeah, we're pretty chuffed. We're hoping that either number 2 or number 3 today go well, because they're the ones that we're the most keen on, and seem like the best value for money, if that makes sense, for how much rent is, what tax band it's in, and all that malarkey, and whether it's got parking spaces and things like that. Number 2 and number 3 today have like good parking that not going to cost us for permits and things like that. So yeah, come along. I don't know when I'm going to vlog, like obviously I'm not going to like whip out my camera with the estate agent in each one, but I'll try and get a few sneaky clips here and there on ones that we get good feelings in. Right, same place. We've been to the first 2 viewings with the first estate agents. So the first flat I didn't take any videos or pictures of. So that one's round the corner in a block of flats. It's only like, is it 4 stories high? It's not like a skyscraper. It's like a small block of flats, but it's a really old block of flats that's been there my whole life. I've always known them to be there. So with that in mind, we weren't already, before we went to go and view it, certain on the location, but we were being open-minded about the inside. The inside's much better than the pictures, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
We actually liked it a lot more than we thought we were going to. We thought we were just going to go and view it just for viewing's sake, but it's actually alright. Yeah. The only issue we have, the rooms are all a great size. We like it. It's got a great storage cupboard in the hallway bit. The kitchen's really nice, and the kitchen comes with a brand new washer / tumble dryer. It's got a brand new fridge and a brand new freezer in there.
No more laundry gate.
Yeah. Obviously it comes with the oven and the hob as well. So they all come with it, and it's a furnished house. So yeah, the only one we have with it, all the rooms are a great size, but the furniture that comes with it,
it's minging. We
don't like. Don't mind, I could live with the sofas. The sofas are okay. They're just dark brown sofas, a bit like the brown leather sofa that we've got downstairs, which you will have seen roughly in the vlogs, with like, it usually has loads of crap on it. It's actually been cleared. Basically looks like that, but just slightly smaller. There's 2 of them actually, isn't there?
Yeah.
For the living room. Don't mind them, I can live with them. The like TV stand, didn't mind that. There's a table though in the living room and chairs for eating at, and I'm not.
It looks like it's from the 90s.
It's awful. It's awful. Right, 1 minute. Battery's flashing. Let me just change the battery. Yeah. So the table and chairs are awful, and the furniture in the bedroom. So there's a bed frame but no mattress. So they said the bed comes, but you'd have to provide your own mattress, which my mum was saying is a bit weird, because you're not going to buy a brand new mattress for a bed that isn't yours, which makes complete sense. And it's a very cheap bed frame that is never a bed frame that we would buy, is it?
I feel
So-
like it's very much a man's. What a man would go in and just be like, I'll have that.
That'll do. Yeah. The wardrobe and the bedside tables, I don't love them, but I could live with them.
No, I can't live with
You
that.
couldn't live with them.
No.
Okay. The bathroom's great. I haven't got any issues with the bathroom. It's quite big, quite bright. It's just basically white, and yeah, didn't have any issues with the bathroom. Didn't really have any issues with the kitchen. Kitchen was nice size. Wasn't the decor that we would necessarily pick, but I don't mind it. I don't hate it or dislike it. I just wouldn't personally choose it.
Yeah.
So I would say if it didn't come furnished, the first flat, it would be a contender. But because it comes furnished and we don't like the furniture, it's not really a contender.
We don't want to. We can't take this furniture out.
Yeah, and it comes with a massive garage and there's loads of parking, so that's not a problem. That's quite good. Yeah, and we can't really take the furniture out. You could probably put stuff in the garage, but we'd have to ask permission first, and I don't know. I'm not 100% sure about it, so I don't really think that's a contender. Flat number 2, Becky took a little video of, so I'll insert a clip in a minute of it.
Massive.
It's actually my neighbour at work. He runs the blind shop, and he's moving back in with his parents and his fiance because they're saving to buy a house.
There is people living in it at the minute, so obviously there's other people's furniture and stuff in there which won't be there because it's an unfurnished flat. But it's basically the top floor in like the loft basically of a humongous Victorian house, which
It's beautiful.
it's opposite the park that we walk Maisie at. Yeah? One minute. Right. Okay, so I was halfway through talking in the last clip and I got interrupted by my mum saying that my dad was on the phone and he wanted to speak to me. So it's a little bit later on now and we've been to see flat number 3, which is the one that's not in this town. I think I explained before, it's not in this town, it's a bit further away, but it's not that far. It's in between Becky's dad's house and here. And we absolutely love it, don't we?
Yeah, it's really nice. It's very odd, isn't it?
Yes, I think it's just perfect. It's exactly
What we
want in a flat. It's so modern.
The rooms are decent size.
Yeah, like I don't think the building's a new build, but it inside feels like a new build.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what sort of thing we wanted. Everything's modern and brand new, and it's a lot smaller than the last one that we went to earlier on. A lot smaller. However, I don't think I got round to saying flat number 2. There was a problem with some damp in the bedroom, and apart from the damp, it was actually really nice. Yeah, I didn't get to explain it. I've just thought, no, yeah. So flat number 2. Let me just backtrack a little bit. We actually really quite liked it. It was really big. And you know, it looked a little bit run down, but that's because it's in a massive Victorian house. But there was damp on one of the bedroom walls, and the estate agent guy was trying to like pass it off, like, oh, you know, it's not really going to be an issue, we'll get it fixed, blah blah blah. But then at the same time,
it just didn't sit well.
No, it didn't sit well, and my mum like really was quizzing him about it, and it's been there for like nearly 2 years already, and they've not sorted it, and it's just we don't feel comfortable with that, so we're just like, oh, I wish that wasn't there.
Because if that wasn't there,
because it was really nice, really nice, because so much space. But yeah, so this last one that we've just been to, it's amazing. It's a lot smaller than number 2, like I said, but so modern, so modern. The kitchen's beautiful. It's even got a utility room, which isn't on the listing, and there's no pictures of it, but it's got a utility room, and it comes with obviously oven and hob, but then it also comes with a fridge and a freezer and a washing machine, which we didn't know either. Yeah, 2 good size bedrooms, actually both double bedrooms.
Both double, yeah.
Yeah, so really like it, and we really wanted to put a deposit down there and then with the lady, the estate agent lady. We was going to turn around and say, she's given us the application forms, and we were going to turn around and say, yeah, we'll have this, well, can we put an offer down, not, you know, put the deposit down and stuff. However, we have to come away and think about it, because
that phone call was very important.
Yeah, so that phone call off my dad, basically, to cut a long story short, my dad and his siblings, he's got one brother and one sister, have inherited their parents' house, because sadly my granddad passed away last year, just before like all the pandemic hit and everything. And basically they've inherited this house, which is round the corner from here pretty much. It's not round the corner, but it's in this town. And it's a beautiful house. It's quite an old house, but at the same time, when not long after my grandma passed away back in 2013, my granddad had very bad dementia and he could no longer live there anymore on his own, so he moved into a care home. So to be able to afford to pay for the care home bill, my dad and his siblings completely renovated the whole house. The whole house was replastered, was rewired, and it's basically like a brand new house now inside. Yeah, and it's 3 bedrooms, it's a semi-detached house, it's got a massive driveway that fits like 4 cars on it, it's got a huge garden, and it's a gorgeous house. And I've always said, because it was up on the rental market since 2016, and it's had 3 different lots of tenants now to help pay for my granddad's care home. But obviously they no longer need to pay for my granddad's care home, and they've now actually inherited the house. So anyway, that phone call earlier was my dad saying, you know, how are the flat viewings going, and was asking me like how much they are that we're looking at, like what sort of budget are we looking at and stuff. And he was like, well, I've got a proposition for you. Why don't you rent your grandma's house, because the tenants have handed in the notice and they're moving out, which we didn't know. No, but they're moving out.
It's something we've always wanted to do.
Yeah.
Renting that house was always what we wanted.
Yeah,
we all had a little plan.
So now we don't know what to do, because that would be absolutely perfect.
However,
we can't afford it.
Afford the rent. It's too much.
It's way too much. We can't afford it, and my dad, and obviously it's not just my dad that decides on, you know, how much the rent is and things like that, because it's not just his house, it's his siblings as well. But they have all, well, I'm saying they have all, they've kind of all agreed that they're going to carry on renting it for another few years before they sell it, because obviously the way the world is with COVID and stuff, it's not really the best time to sell a house. So
we either need to whip up some money quick, or find someone to move in with us.
Yeah, and obviously agree to it and whatnot. So yes, that's what my dad said. My dad said, why don't you see if you can find a friend that could move it, that you could move into it with. The 3 of you would then live there, and then basically the cost of the monthly rent that they are looking for would then work out as a little bit less than what we'd be looking at for a flat for just the 2 of us. But then we'd have a whole house, and yeah.
But then it's like, what friend? Because Joe's saving for a house deposit, and Asha and her boyfriend are saving for a house deposit, and we just probably wouldn't want to move in with anybody else.
Well, my dad has actually suggested a specific friend. We're going to keep it quiet who it is, because we have already asked them prior to us filming this clip. They've not said yes or no yet. They're thinking about it. But my dad specifically said, why didn't you ask such a body?
Okay.
Because he knows them and he knows they're reliable and he thinks that we get on really well. So yeah, so we're in limbo basically. We absolutely love this last flat that we've been to see today, and we kind of want to put a deposit down, but then at the same time
we could have this massive opportunity.
To live in a house that is beautiful. I've always wanted to live in it, and I'd love to one day buy it if I could afford to. And my dad's even said that that could potentially happen one day in the future. Obviously no time soon, but yeah, so because they're not planning on selling it anytime soon basically. So we're literally in limbo, because if this house offer doesn't materialise and we miss out on this flat,
then we're back to square one.
We're back to square one, and that flat is perfect. So that's where we're up to, guys, basically. That's where we're up to. So the friend, we're going to keep it quiet for now because, I mean, we don't know how this is going to pan out yet. The friend just says yes. They've said yes. Right. So we can officially put the offer on the cards to my dad and his siblings, because the person that we've asked and put the opportunity to has said yes.
How exciting.
Very exciting. So it's not a definite yet that obviously it's going to happen, because my dad obviously needs to put the offer out to his siblings. They don't know that he's spoken to me about this. Yeah, and it is actually, the house has already been put up online with an estate agents, and obviously this offer won't be done through an estate agent, it'll be done privately, because obviously I'm their niece and my dad's daughter, so they'd just do it. Obviously we still have a contract, it'd all still be official and whatnot, but they wouldn't have to like mess with the estate agent fees and things. Yeah, so he needs to go and talk to his siblings, and we just need to now wait patiently for them to say yes. There is a bit of a slight issue though. My dad has already spoken to his brother and had kind of already briefly mentioned this option, like, but he obviously hadn't spoken to me yet, and I already kind of know that my uncle's fine with it, but my auntie wants to sell the house now. My dad and his brother, so my dad and my uncle, want to keep hold of the house for at least 3 to 4 years before they even think about selling it, because of the way the world is. But my auntie wants to sell it, so
could be an issue.
Yeah, we have really no idea whether this is going to go ahead or not.
But it's really awkward.
The flat is still available at the minute.
At the minute.
We've got till tomorrow afternoon until it has another viewing, so we kind of need an answer like within the next 12 hours from my auntie, basically, because I know that my uncle will be fine with it. So it's kind of good news, but not good news. Yeah, because it's like, if this house opportunity isn't going to go ahead, we need to put the deposit down on that flat, because that flat is exactly what we want. Yeah, so
we'll move out soon.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. We found out about a minute ago.
Yeah.
That we've got a house. Yay! Oh my gosh. So
Can you
buzzing.
believe it?
Oh.
This time next month.
Yes.
Literally, we'll be moving in.
Yes. So, yeah, obviously we've not bought a house, it's rented, but oh my gosh, we never ever dreamed that we'd be able to rent a house this year. It would be, if it was renting, it would be a flat or an apartment, because, you know, we just
I'm just
Oh my
like,
God.
oh my God, we've been wanting this for so long. And it is only rented, but
there's opportunities.
There's a massive opportunity in the future.
Yeah.
So
the reason we can afford this house is because my dad said, look, I know you two can't afford it on your own, but why don't you see if someone could go in it with you? So then if there's 3 people in, they split it 3 ways and it'll probably work out the same amount, if not cheaper, as to the price of flats that you're currently looking at. So
we're about to ring the person and tell them that we've got it.
Yes. Can you all guess who it is?
Find out soon.
And it's snowing outside and it's sticking and it's just like, what's going on?
Right, should we
oh, right, let's ring. Let's ring.
I've got no signal in this
Hello?
Hi, are you alright?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just bored, so just yeah, just thought I'd give you a ring 'cause I'm bored. No, I'm joking, we've got the house.
Really?
Really?
Fuck off.
Are you serious?
No way.
Yeah.
Look at all of it.
I know.
Oh my God, no way.
Yeah, we're moving out.
Oh my God.
Fucking hell, that's not out for neighbours.
Have you ever thought of a better trio to move into with each other?
Oh my God, no way.
Yeah, serious.
100%. My dad said they just need to, what they've just discussed needs to obviously be written up in writing, but yeah, it's not a problem. It'll be us 3 going in.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
You can't even celebrate properly.
No, fucking hell.
Oh, I wish we could meet up right now.
I know.
It's crazy. And it's fucking, is it snowing where you are? It's just started snowing here and it's sticking and we're like, what's going on?
No, it isn't snowing. Oh, bloody hell.
I know, like, what's going on?
What?
We need to work tomorrow.
What a day this has been.
Shit, it's fucking way outside.
Oh, jeez.
Can you believe I just...
This is moving out. Oh God. It's a few hours later, it's 11:30. Still the same day that we found out. I just feel, I don't even know what I feel.
I don't, I'm just a bit like...
Overwhelmed.
Yeah. Really, I do feel really overwhelmed.
We've spent the last few hours just telling a few people.
Like
well, mainly Becky, because obviously the main people that I would tell already knew because they're in the house. But like I told Laura, and then when Becky told her dad and her sister, and yeah, just it's crazy. I can't believe it. Like, this time 2 days ago, this house was never even an option.
no.
Well, no, this time 2 days ago, we found out that the house was up for rent and that the tenants were moving out, because we found it on Rightmove and I didn't realise it was back up for rent.
But this time 2 days ago, we had another flat that we had our hearts completely set on, and we were literally about to put a deposit down on it,
providing we liked it at the viewing.
Yeah.
So we're super excited, but we're also very overwhelmed and a bit like, oh, we're actual adults now, we actually need to sort out loads of things.
Shit, we've got responsibility now.
We have got responsibility.
We need to pick what electric and gas company we're going to be with. That's a big thing.
It is a big thing,
isn't it?
It is.
We've got to pay council tax and My mind's blown.
We've got a lot of bills coming
We've got a lot of bills that we need to like put in our name, start sorting out. We need to find Wi-Fi. We've got lots to do. We need to buy furniture.
So today is I don't know what's the date today, it's not showing me on my phone. 20th. Wednesday the 20th of January, and our moving in date is Monday the 1st of March.
Which is in 40 days time.
40 days, so we've got like a month and a week until we move in.
And it's really weird because by the time this goes up,
yeah, this
is all in the past.
Yeah, it is all in the past. So yeah, so that's I don't know what's
right now
next
going
in this video.
Shit, this is real.
Yeah, I feel super overwhelmed right now. I have no idea.
I've got people keep
next.
asking us questions like, what colour scheme are you having? What appliances do you need? I don't know.
I only knew I was having a house a few hours ago.
I don't know. It's difficult. We could make a decision if it was just us two, but there's going to be three of us, so we all need to make decisions equally and make everything fair, because it's the three of us that are going to be moving in.
It's all equally just as much everyone's house. It's not mine and Becky's and Joe's renting a room off us or anything like that. It's equally everybody's house. It's not just Joe has her own room and that's it. It's everything is equal. So yeah.
But in the current climate of COVID, we can't see anyone. We can't meet up. We can't discuss what's going on.
Oh, I know,
we're doing
crazy.
Everything via text.
And we're going to have to do Zoom. I know how much you hate it, but we're going to have to do a Zoom call.
Yeah, we are going to have to do. It's just not ideal. And what's even more not ideal is the fact that IKEA is fucking closed.
I know it's not ideal that the non-essential shops are closed. Obviously completely understandable that the non-essential shops are closed, but it's just not ideal. There's a British Heart Foundation charity shop in the local town here, and it's not just a normal British Heart Foundation charity shop, it's a furniture shop. And I'm not even gonna lie, it's absolutely amazing. Some of the furniture that they get in that shop is practically brand new. It's so stylish, so modern, and you get it for literally pennies.
But they also get like deliveries from like
furniture companies.
Yeah. You know, like that's like leftover stock and
display and stuff, yeah,
things like that. So a lot of it actually in there is brand new.
They have some absolute bargains in that shop, and obviously it's closed. And I know, I said to Becky this afternoon, I said, oh, I know they have an eBay account, and then you can like click and collect from the shop, but they've closed the eBay account whilst the shop's not allowed to be open. So
nightmare.
Bit fuming about that, because we could generally have got some bargains, but
we need to work something out within the next 40 days, because we need a lot of furniture and we don't have a lot of money.
No. Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's Sunday the 24th of January, and we are going for a house viewing today. First house viewing, well, first and last house viewing it'll be, won't it, before we move in, of my grandma's house. So obviously I've seen it before, but I haven't seen it in nearly 6 years, and obviously different people have lived in it since then and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna see it. Becky's gonna see it. Becky has seen it before as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I've not seen it.
But again, not seen it for nearly 6 years like me. Joe's obviously never seen it.
I feel like one day when your mum went to go and clean it because the tenants had moved out, after that family moved out,
the first family,
we went and saw it.
Yeah,
because we went and helped.
Because that was when we first saw the new kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we did. We went and helped clean it after the first lot of tenants moved out. But again, that was 5 years ago.
That was still 5 years ago, though.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're going to go and have a viewing. The tenants that are currently in it have agreed to us go and have a look round. My dad rang them and asked if we could go and have a look. They don't have. He said they don't have to go out or anything. They can just because the lady said that she's more than happy to let us in, sort of thing. We're obviously going to wear masks and whatnot. And I think the current tenants will, I know they're in their own house, but they're going to put masks on as well, I think. Yeah, so we're going to go and have a little viewing. Mainly for Joe's sake, because like, she's not seen it at all, has she?
Well, yeah, she needs to know where she's moving in, doesn't she?
Yeah, so we're going to go and have a house viewing. It's, what time is it now? It's 20 to 10 and we're going at 10.
It's 9.
Sorry, Siri on my watch. I didn't even say that. Anyway, yes, we're going to go and have a house viewing, and then afterwards we're going to meet up with Asha. Again, I know we're in a national lockdown, but it's all going to be safely done. We're only going to meet up with her for 10-15 minutes in the park, in a public, wide open space. The three of us are technically, in a few weeks, going to be one household, as in me, Becky and Joe. Yeah, so we're going to go meet up with Asha and tell her the news, because she has absolutely no idea.
And we want her to be the first person to know.
Yeah. Shut up, Siri. Yeah, obviously we want Asha to be the very first person to know. Nobody knows at this moment in time, apart from the three of us moving in, my parents, Becky's parents, and Joe's parents. That's it. So Ash will be the very, very first person to know, because obviously our number one girl's got to be the one to know first. Yeah, so let's go. I'm not going to film, obviously, at the house viewing, but I'll film when we come out. Hello. So we're home from the viewing, and then we also went, and after the viewing we went and met Asha and told Asha the news. She's super chuffed. Yeah, so we went to see it. The current tenants actually have pretty much moved out, which we didn't realise. They hand the keys back in a couple of weeks, but they've already moved out, so there was actually nothing in the house, which was kind of nice because I felt less awkward for the viewing because they weren't living in there anymore. So we was viewing an empty house, but at the same time I wanted to see their furniture in there, see how they'd like set out the lounge, but never mind. Oh, can't get my arm out. Yeah, so went super well. We're all super giddy now. And yeah, we had the viewing.
Oh, look at the mess. Hello, everybody. Oh, it's been a stressful afternoon, I tell you that. So we're waiting for our sofas to be delivered to the new house. We've found there's some really cheap of someone on Facebook, just second hand. That's all we need. We found them over the weekend, and she was like, oh, we'll pick them up on Tuesday, and she was like, oh no, can you pick them up on Thursday, as long as they're gone by Thursday? So we're like, right, okay, fine, Thursday. So we've arranged everything. It's now 20 to 4 on Thursday, and we're still waiting for the man with the van to go and pick up the sofas. The woman's getting aggy, like, is anyone coming? Because the man with the van said 1 till 2. I was in work, obviously, like, I'm out of work now. Emma's gone to work. She was meant to be here, but she's had to go. Thursday's meant to be her long day in work, but she's had to change it because of the sofas, and they've not shown up because the man with the van's running late, and it's just all a big like, there's too many, like, people back and forth. Do you know what I mean? Because Emma's spoken to the person for the sofas, she's like sorted that, and then I've sorted, like, the one with the van. So it's like, right, well, he said this, so I've sent that to man with the van's like messaged me, and then I've had to message Emma because I've been in work, and Emma's had to message the lady, and it's just a big back and forth. And then we've had to message the person who's currently in the house, who's kindly said we can put the stuff in there. It's just a bit like, wish we weren't even doing this now. As in, like, I wish we just hired a van and just picked them up ourselves and just were done with it, because it's 20 to 4. We've still not got no sofas. We're currently 200 quid down because we've, like, spent money on, like, the sofas and, like, the van and stuff, and can't have nothing to show for it. So
I've asked them to let me know when they've left, because I'm going to meet them at the house to let them in to put the sofas in. But I have a feeling they're not going to tell me. So I don't know if they've picked them up. I don't know if they're nearly there. I don't know if they're there. Stressful. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna wait outside the house because it's just a bit, I know that might look weird, but I don't want someone running off with my sofas. It's just a big faff. I'd just rather keep things simple. Like, if you want a job doing, do it yourself. Like, that's like the motto, isn't it? I just feel stressed, and Emma's like, just like in work, like, it's fine, don't worry. And I'm like, it's not fine, they're not here. Anyway, currently looking at furniture for the house. So me and Emma and Joe both need wardrobes. We both have beds anyway. We need wardrobes, we need drawers, we just need to like fully kit out the bedrooms. Joe has a lot of furniture anyway in her bedroom. We've got nothing. So we're currently looking at IKEA wardrobes. So that should be a fun day of putting a flat pack together, especially if we get one and Joe gets one. And we're planning on getting some drawers from IKEA as well. I don't know what else Joe's going to get. Oh God. Right. 5:10. Back home. Sofas are in. Thank God. That was a palaver, that. And it's a good job. So I went and sat outside the house because we had no communication from the people who were picking it up. Like, they knew we weren't like in the house and that we'd have to come and let them in, kind of thing. And they knew that, and I said to them many times, let me know when you're on your way because I need to come and let you in. And they didn't. So it's a bloody good job I went and sat outside the house. Anyway, all sorted now. We now have sofas. Yay! Exciting.
Oh, so this is later on the same day, the sofa day. I'm now back from work. It's actually quite late on. It's 8 o'clock in the evening. But sofa gate's over now. The sofas are in, which is good. And yeah, they're fine, aren't they? We knew about a felt tip mark that was going to be on it. There's actually a few more dirty marks than the lady advertised, which we're a little bit annoyed about. But with a good clean, the sofas should be fine. Yeah, so we're quite happy with that. And I'm just on IKEA, and do you know what? Never move house or whatever where you're going to need to buy furniture and furnish the house during a national lockdown and all the non-essential shops are closed, because oh my God, trying to choose furniture when you can't physically see it in person is a nightmare. We've been, obviously, when we went in the house today, because we shouldn't really go in the house because the tenants are still there, the current tenants, they still have the house for like 2 weeks yet. But they did say they've technically moved out already, so they did say that we could put the sofas in. So while we were there, we like kind of nipped upstairs and like measured the 2 bedrooms for us and for Joe. But like, it's just impossible. You're looking at pictures and what you think might be small actually might be massive, and what you think might be massive is actually tiny, and you're just having to go off numbers, and it's like, it's really hard to visualise because you just don't know what it looks like. And because we can't really go in the house yet either, like you can't really properly, you just can't work it out. It's difficult, isn't it?
Really difficult.
It's so difficult. So yeah, it's not great. It's not great at all. Never mind. We'll work it out. I'm sure we will. It's just a bit annoying. Just wanted to like say that on here. Like, we're only on the 28th of January today, by the way. We've got until the 1st of March before we move in, but yeah. We can't take anything out of this room with us apart from the actual bed, this desk, and the little white thing that I got for my birthday on my computer. Apart from that, it's all fitted furniture in this room, so we need to buy furniture. Can't physically take anything with us apart from the bed. and obviously this desk is going to go in the, pardon me, it's going to go in the office. So, oh, it's difficult. And we struggle for space in here, and we're absolutely, pardon my language, but we're absolutely shitting out space, like storage in here, aren't we? And both bedrooms, even if we end up with the back room like what Joe's hoping to have, either bedroom is much smaller than this room, isn't it?
No.
Do you not think?
No, absolutely not.
Definitely, I think they are. Both of them, I think they're smaller than this.
No way. If that wall wasn't there, then I agree. Because that wall, if that wall was flat where the window is,
Yeah.
then I'd say we're on a similar size.
Yeah, so I think this room's bigger.
No,
No.
smaller.
Okay.
It's definitely smaller.
Anyway.
It's like longer in length. It's probably about the same length actually as
The front bedroom.
yeah.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
If you imagine that's where the bay window is.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. And what's annoying is that, like, you guys watching this are going to find out what the finished house will look like pretty soon later on in this video, and we've still got a month to wait.
32 days.
32 days, guys. 32 days. 33 seconds for you. I'm joking. Yeah, so we're just like all over IKEA.
More like 33 minutes.
Probably, yeah. We're all over IKEA. I've done my measurements and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, it's hard, isn't it?
It is difficult. Very difficult. I did see a set of 6 wine glasses on IKEA in the clearance for £1. 6 glasses for £1.
Wow.
I was like, might have to buy them. 6 wine glasses. Yeah. Anyway. Hello. So, fast right forward to now, as in current day, as in the night before this vlog has gone up. So yesterday, if you watched it on the day this vlog's gone up, if that makes any sense. Yes, fast forward to current day, and we are now a week off moving in. And I just thought I'd jump on and end this vlog. So, just want to briefly explain to you. Have obviously filmed way more. Oh my god, I look absolutely dead on this clip. If you'll find out in a future vlog what we've done today, I look so dead. Sorry, yeah. So, I've obviously filmed more for these house vlogs, but I can't upload it all yet. We still haven't moved in yet. But I thought I'd start uploading them because we are now a week off moving in, and the weekly vlogs were getting difficult to film, and because I'm still filming for these house vlogs at the same time, I was getting to the point now where everything that we're doing at every point of every day is to do with the house and not anything else in our life. So there was basically no point last week, as in for this vlog, filming a normal weekly vlog, and there was no point this coming week me filming a normal weekly vlog because it just is non-existent. So I hope you enjoyed this first part of the house vlog series. Part number 2 will be up next Monday, and if there needs to be a part number 3, there'll be a part number 3 the following Monday. And then once these house vlogs are finished, we'll go back to normal weekly vlogs. Hopefully there'll just be a part 2 next week, and then we will have moved in and it'll go back to normally weekly vlogs, and we'll be in the new house. I don't quite know how it's going to pan out yet, but yeah, so that was part 1 of the house vlog series. Apologies for Maisie, she's having a bit of a meltdown downstairs, as you can probably hear her barking. But yes, thank you very much for watching, guys. This video was a bit of a roller coaster. It started off with me and Becky looking at flats, to us then being offered to move into my grandma's house, to us getting the house, getting excited with Joe, getting sofas, and getting stressed on IKEA. Just summed up the whole video in one little sentence. Yeah, so anyway, thank you very much for watching, and we shall see you next week, which is our official moving in day. So, if it's not up on time, let me off. And we'll see you next week. Bye!